Good day to you. I'm Nick French of GHS Chemical Training and Consulting based here in Singapore. We provide training programs in the Globally Harmonised System for labelling and safety data sheets of hazardous substances and mixtures. During my public workshops, I'm frequently asked by representatives from the laboratory sector about the level of implementation of GHS in laboratory reagents and chemicals. In this second session on this topic, we have the very interesting issue of labeling small containers. Let's look at a container of this size, about 10 milliliters. How on earth do you put a label on it with the signal word, all the pictograms, and hazard and precautionary statements? How do you get this onto one small container? Some competent authorities have made provision for this challenge. For instance, in Singapore, referring to the GHS guidelines, any container under 3 litres, such as this, a label of minimum dimension of 52 by 74 millimetres, about this size, should be applied if possible. Note use of the words if possible. This provides some latitude as to the label size that can be used for exceptionally small containers. But this concession does not address the challenge of inserting all the GHS data on labels for exceptionally small bottles. You'll be pleased to know that as of yet no clear guidelines have been issued in this regard. Owing to the large number of queries received by the GHS Technical Committee at the United Nations, this matter is now under serious review. Hopefully some clarity will be forthcoming in the next revision of the GHS Purple Book due out in 2013. In the meantime, principles of best practice should be followed, this often being the terminology used by competent authorities. This somewhat imprecise statement allows users to exercise their best efforts in order to achieve compliance. One suggestion is to show the GHS signal word in pictograms, and then instead of displaying the more bulky hazard and precautionary statements, use wording to the effect, more information can be found in the SDS, safety data sheet. This may be the best route to follow until further formal guidelines are issued. For those of you scientists out there who think you might be able to avoid the GHS radar and its associated challenges, because perhaps your containers are too small to qualify, think again. Bad news is there are no minimum quantity container sizes stipulated in the GHS guidelines. So it's extremely difficult to determine whether or not your minuscule container should be labelled or not. The GHS Purple Book does, however, give some latitude regarding container size. It states that if a user can prove that the quantity of hazardous substance in the container is sufficiently small not to present a hazard, then it need not be GHS labelled. But the onus is left up to the user to accomplish this justification. Well, good luck. As you can see, there are quite a few challenges facing laboratory-based users, and I hope to have given you some help along the way to overcoming them. If you have any opinions on this matter, I welcome your feedback and comments. All you have to do is email me at nick@ghschem.sg. Cheerio for now, and all the best for your GHS implementation in your laboratory.